Girl, it's a new year and I already know you're publishing your first book this year, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So in this video, I'm gonna show you step by step how to publish your book on Amazon KDP, even as a beginner. So before you upload your book, you're gonna wanna make sure you have two files. One is your cover file, one is your interior file or your manuscript. So if you have those two files and you already have them formatted correctly, then you're good to go. Now, if you don't have those files yet and you need to know how to create them, I'll leave the link below to the best books to publish on KDP in 2025, in my opinion. Because not only does it break down the top books to publish, it also links you directly to how to create those books. So if you need to see that tutorial, then you can watch that after this video. All right, so first you'll go to kdp.amazon.com. You'll go ahead and sign up if you have never created an account. If you already have an Amazon account, like if you already shop on Amazon, then you'll simply go ahead and log into the account that you already have. Now, once you sign in, one of the first things you're going to want to do is go ahead and click on the account tab so that you can go ahead and start setting up your taxes and your payment information. Because sis, once those book sales start rolling in, you want to get paid, right? So go ahead and set that up first. And then to start uploading your book, you're going to go ahead and click on the big yellow create tab here. And you can either upload ebooks, like I mentioned in my last video. This is one of the things I'm going to be doing this year. Or you can start by uploading your paperback. So let's start with an ebook. All right, so under the first tab, Kindle ebook details. First thing you're going to see is language. We'll leave that as English. And then you'll come to the book title. This is where you'll enter in the name of the book as well as the subtitle for your book. If this is going to be part of a series, you'll add to series. I usually skip over the edition number. This is where you're going to enter in your author name. So you can enter in your real name here, or you can enter in a pen name, which is a pseudo name. Next, you're going to come to contributors. So let's say you hired a ghostwriter to write your book for you and you want to list their name here. Or let's say you have someone who did illustrations in your book. You can list them here. I don't typically list any contributors. And then for your description describes what your book is about. One of the easiest ways that you can get a book description is by using ChatGPT. And if you're not familiar with ChatGPT, it's basically a free AI tool that you can ask questions and it will generate answers for you. So for example, if you say something like, I'm creating a nonfiction book on Amazon, the title is How to Self-Publish a Book, and the subtitle is Write, Publish, and Sell Your Book. Can you give me an optimized description, including bullet points? And the reason I ask for bullet points is because you want to break the description up. Sometimes it's a little too bulky. So it generated a description. It says, unlock the secrets to successful self-publishing. Are you ready to turn your manuscript into a published book and start earning from your words? How to self-publish a book, write, publish, and sell your book is the ultimate step-by-step guide to navigating the self-publishing journey with confidence and success. Write with purpose and clarity. Master your writing process from outlining your ideas to crafting compelling content that engages with your audience. And then it also goes into who this book is for. I always suggest just using this as a template to kind of recreate your description. So once you decide what part you're going to use and you make any adjustments, you'll just go ahead and copy and paste that description in. And instead of the checks, I'm just going to come here and click on the bullets. And so that's how you can create the bullet points. You can also, make anything bold. You can italicize anything. You can underline anything as well. This gives you the numbers. So as you come on down, you're going to get to the publishing rights. As long as it's not public domain work, you're going to click that you own the copyright and hold the necessary publishing rights. Under the primary audience, does the book's cover or interior contain sexually explicit images? I'm going to click on no. If there's a reading age associated with your book, you can select that here. Primary marketplace, going to keep it at Amazon.com. That's where you're going to most likely get the bulk of your sales. And then under categories, Amazon allows you to choose up to 3 categories that best describe your book. If you come to Amazon and you search for a book that is similar to your type of book, when you scroll down, you'll see where the bestsellers rank is listed. And these are the categories that the actual book is in. So if you click on one of the categories, for example, then you'll see this book is listed under books, reference, writing, research, and publishing guides, publishing and books, and book industry. So this is basically the category and then the subcategories. So to find this particular category, we would come to categories and we would click on reference, and then the subcategory, writing, research, and publishing guides. Publishing and books is the next subcategory that's listed. right here. And then the last subcategory is the one that's highlighted, which says book industry. I don't see that specific one, so I would just place it in general and then click on save categories. But that is just a simple way that you can kind of do a trail if you're stuck with choosing categories, so you'll know what categories other people that are publishing similar books like you are choosing for theirs. So like I said, you could choose up to 3. And then this is where you would come and choose your keywords. Now for your keywords, you could come back to Amazon and you could just start typing in what your book is about. So let's say, for example, self-publishing. As you're typing self-publishing, you'll see a drop-down link that says self-publishing on Amazon, self-publishing kit, self-publishing manual. All of these are considered keywords or keyword phrases that other people are already looking for. So you can just choose some that are applicable to your book and then enter these in your keyword section. Self-publishing manual, self-publishing guide, KDP self-publishing. Another thing that you can do for your keywords is come back to ChatGPT and ask it, can you give me the best keywords for this type of book? And then it will list some keywords as well. Some of these keywords are the same that you were seeing in that drop down as well, but it also gives you secondary keywords, how to make money self-publishing, publish and sell books online, things like that. All right, so once you filled up your 7 key slots, then you're going to leave it at I am ready to release my book now. Click on save and continue. So the next section is Kindle ebook content. Here's where you will be able to upload your manuscript. Then you will also be able to upload your cover. Now you do have the option to use the cover creator. I always upload a cover that I already have. And usually I make my covers in Canva. If you are not tech savvy, you can always use sites like Fiverr to hire someone to create the cover for you. I'll leave the link in the description for you. Then it's gonna ask if you use AI generated content. If you did, then you'll click on yes. And then you'll say what type of content you use. Did you use text? Did you use images? For example, I use some sections with extensive editing, and then it'll ask you what tools you use. You can simply put the tools here. Then once you've uploaded everything, you can click on Launch Previewer. So then you would just be able to look through your book, make sure everything is the way you want it. Click on any relevant links to make sure they're going to the correct pages. And then once it's the way you want it, you can just approve that. You don't need an ISBN number because KDP will give you one for free. You can then choose if you want KDP Select. Usually if you want to run any type of discounts or promotions on your book, you would choose that option. But keep in mind, if you do choose KDP Select, then you're telling Amazon you're not going to sell your book anywhere else and you're only going to be selling it on Amazon. So if that's what you want, then you can enroll it in KDP Select. And then for territories, you can click all territories so your book can be sold worldwide. Of course, the primary marketplace is grayed out because we chose that earlier, which is Amazon.com. And then this is where you can come to price your book. If you're going to be doing a launch discount, then you can click on the 35%. And then you could put your book at 99 cents. But if you're not going to be doing any launches or anything, then you can list your book between $2.99 through $9.99. And so this would be the royalty information. And you can see how that adjusts as you play with the price. So then Amazon will automatically populate all of the other prices for all of the other marketplaces for you. You can go ahead and click on the terms and conditions to review that. And then you can go ahead and publish your Kindle ebook. And so after you publish your Kindle ebook, you could just come back to the same listing and then click on create paperback. And once you do that, you'll see that most of the information has already been populated for you. So basically, you would just be reviewing everything. Sometimes the categories are different between the ebook and the paperback version. So you could just come here and update those categories again and then click on save and continue. When you get to your ISBN information, like I said earlier, KDP gives you a free ISBN number. You would just come down to the print options and then choose what type of paper you want. Most of the time I choose black and white interior with white paper. You would choose your trim size. If you already know what size you want your book to be, you would just go ahead and choose that size. If you have illustrations in your book, then you may want to choose bleed. Otherwise, you can choose no bleed. And then you could choose your cover finish between matte and glossy. I do know most people usually choose matte for their nonfiction books, but it's up to you. Go ahead and upload your manuscript, upload your cover. This is just a file that I had using a coloring book that I had created because I'm just using this to show you guys the process. I'm not actually publishing the book. Make sure everything's filled out with the AI generated content and then go ahead and click on Launch Previewer. Look through everything to make sure it looks correct for you. If you have any errors, then you'll usually see it on the left side. It'll be in red, letting you know that something needs to be updated or corrected. And if you don't have any, you're good to go. Go ahead and press approve. Rest of the process is exactly the same as the ebook process. You're just going to go ahead and price your book by choosing your royalty information here. And then with the paperback, you can choose expanded distribution if you want your books to be listed on sites like Walmart.com and things like that. I, however, do not choose expanded distribution for my books because I also publish my books on other publishing platforms so that I can take advantage of the wholesale offers. So because I publish on those other platforms, I do not choose that. But if you're just publishing your book on Amazon and you want to choose expanded distribution, by all means, you can check that button. And if you're stuck on your pricing, you can also look at your competitors' pricing and see what they're pricing their books as well, to kind of give you some information to gauge from. Then you can go ahead and request a proof copy of your book and go ahead and publish your book. And usually within 72 hours, your book should be published. And congratulations, you're a self-published author. So once your book is published, you've requested your proof, you have your book in your hand, the next step is marketing. So if you're ready to market your book, then watch this video next because I'm breaking down exactly how to sell and market your KDP books according to Amazon. And like I said, if you are starting from the beginning and still need to create your book, click on the link in the description to see the top books I recommend publishing in 2025. Or you could click here. See how easy I made it for you? How can you not love it here? Now, if you like this type of content, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe so that I know to keep putting out more content like this. All right, guys, I'm Latoya Nicole, and until next time, bye-bye.